Dr. Burton, you've talked about this on so many different panels, right? Like there's so much evidence to show that we have been adamant about countering what Pastor Artiega and what Dr. O'Rourke are talking about. And yet that point that Dr. O'Rourke made towards the end, that this is kind of a new thing, this theologizing of militarism. I would love to hear you and Dr. Hemming's perspective on why that is extremely dangerous in this season, and why it appears as though Adventism is not engaging in that reality.
That's a great question. I mean, I think really what's going on here is, which kingdom are you in and which God do you serve? And so, one thing that's encouraging about Adventism is that when William Miller starts to spread and start teaching the foundation of our faith, the message, if you will, of the soon coming of Jesus, he's an ardent pacifist, an absolute ardent
Mm.
pacifist. And he's highly critical of the government for all of its militarism. I think something that most people don't realize, and we are literally on the cusp of the 250th anniversary of this nation.
Yeah.
America's only been at peace for approximately 25 years. The
Wow.
overwhelming majority of our history, we have literally been at war with someone. And Adventism was born in the midst of all of these, tons of chaos, tons of militarism, tons of violence, racism running rampant. And Adventists did their very best at the time to oppose all of these kinds of things, recognizing that it was a direct violation of your role as a Christian. And if you wanted to see Jesus and stand before your judge, you were duty bound to resist all manners of evil, especially from the state. And so Adventist pioneers were very radical, and they did their very best at their time to protest and remove themselves from those uh, places, and the guilt and so forth in the systems as much as they possibly could. Of course, it's impossible to withdraw ourselves from those systems of oppression. We are all in them. We can't avoid it. We cannot get out of it. And that's part of the frustrating aspect of it all. And yet, our pioneers did their best in their moment, collectively and individually, to oppose and resist all of this manner of evil. And they did it very passionately. And it's something that we must remember at this time. They weren't perfect, and we have all kinds of problems in our past as well. And yet, one key thing I think that is important for us to remember is that social justice was a critical part of the founding of Adventism, even if it does fall off the wayside to a serious degree. And we have so many problems in our past, and we need to deal with those as well. But we have a legacy that most other Christians do not. Most Christians in America and most Christians in the world have a pro slavery legacy and heritage. And Adventism is one of the very few denominations in the world that has an anti slavery heritage. Again, we don't have a perfect past, and yet we do have a positive starting point that we can build on and reclaim if we intentionally do so.